Pentagon finance nodes. Pentagon price at time of filming, $59. Circulating supply, 1 million tokens. Market cap, $59 million. Time in business, 3 months or since January of 2022. ROI on the best Pentagon node known to man, 723%. So what exactly is Pentagon Finance? It is a nodes as a service and a DeFi as a service fusion protocol run on the Polygon blockchain. This essentially means quicker transactions with lower fees. DeFi as a service essentially helps investors gain exposure to higher risk yields without actually having to go out and do it themselves and be exposed to that amount of risk. They also state that they will be able to give people access to the coveted ETH blockchain, people that might not necessarily have been able to afford to be exposed to that blockchain because of the high gas fees. Nodes as a service is essentially helping other blockchains like Polygon host their nodes, RPC endpoints, all that good stuff. But again, we know that makes $0. No blockchains actually pay for this unless it is their own protocol that is doing it. So think Gala Games, think Flux. They actually have that built into their protocol that they reward the node holders. These protocols do not. Go ask Strongblock how much Ethereum pays them to host their nodes and have RPC endpoints. Spoiler alert, it's $0. Now, Pentagon nodes actually do none of this. They do not store data like their traditional nodes, and they don't have any type of RPC endpoints or anything like that. They just literally call them nodes as a name because it has like brand recognition by investors in the space. So there is a fusion system on this protocol that helps kind of ensure Pentagon isn't continuing to pay out rewards to people for life, and they really incentivize people to utilize this practice. This will essentially keep the protocol lasting longer, so I do think that that is a great idea. They do have a very inexpensive option where you can get in for 1 Pent token. That is for what they call a lesser node. Then it is 5 tokens for a common node, it is 10 tokens for a legendary node, and it is about 100 tokens for the Omega node. But you can't actually buy that node, and we'll get into that in just a second. So my guess is what they're going to do is, this is giving me like red light vibes, right? And they're probably going to phase out those smaller nodes after a while, because basically you're going to have to compound from a lesser node to a common node, then a common node up to a legendary node, then a legendary node up to the Omega node, and they're going to start phasing all of those smaller nodes out after a while. That way they don't have to pay out the rewards on them. And obviously compounding into the higher tier nodes nullifies and basically purges your previous nodes, and now you only get paid out your reward on the one higher tier node, which, you know, obviously keeps the protocol going for much longer. So you can only have a maximum of 100 nodes per wallet, and that's actually another thing that helps incentivize people to compound into those higher tier nodes. So that's 100 nodes total, not 100 nodes per tier. So what does the Pentagon token actually do, since it's obviously not like hosting nodes and stuff like that? So it's essentially used to buy or rent nodes, which again, we know that they're not actually nodes. It's just a term. You're basically buying into a guaranteed ROI, which makes no sense in real life, but in crypto, apparently that makes sense. It's then issued as rewards to node holders and staked holders. So then the Pent tokens will actually give users voting rights as well. So it's going to kind of be a governance token in the same right. So the voting rights are for like, where does the protocol go? What do we invest our money in? And again, leave the investing to the professionals, not a bunch of people that are coming in searching for a guaranteed ROI. Because if those people wanted to be active, they would be active. They would just go invest in the protocols that you're asking them to vote on. But they're giving you the money and saying, hey, you go out, I'm trusting you, figure this out for yourself. So stop asking the community to be active when everything about this market has been marketed as this is 100% passive. But if you're having to vote and do all these things and make these decisions, then it's not passive anymore. And they said that they're planning to have several use cases other than creating nodes in the future. But again, they don't have anything on that. So that means less than nothing to me right now. So until that is signed, sealed, and delivered, until they actually do that, I'm not putting any weight on it, and neither should you. Now here's the economics. There's 1 million Pent tokens. A lot of these are actually locked up in the Treasury and the wallets. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. 60% went to the rewards pool, and that is absolutely drained. 20% went to the Treasury at initial token offering, and that has not been touched. 18% went to the vault, and again, that has not really been touched. And the vault is essentially used to hire and pay new workers, developers, blah, blah, blah. And even moderators. That's like one of the first times I've ever heard of moderators being paid, but you know, whatever, do your thing, Pentagon. It'll also be used for marketing and giveaways and blah, 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 and then help fund the liquidity pool. Well, you should probably start doing that because the LP is absolutely drained. So then 2% went to the team, and almost 34% of that entire 2%, you can go check this in the wallet, I'll link it in the description, is gone. They've already sold it. And we will actually cover all of that here in just a minute. That way you know I'm not just BSing you. So they can actually take 833 pent out of that wallet per month. That's only for the first 6 months. Once they get past the 6-month mark, they can only take out 208. So this vesting period is anywhere from 6 months to 48 months. So again, they say that, but this is not confirmed. There's no audit. Nobody can verify this, okay? So there's no buy and sell tax on this entire protocol, which I thought was a little bit weird. Now here's the node tiers and rewards. The lesser node gets 0.0125 Pentagon per day. That's a 1.25% per day ROI. This is an 80-day payoff period and a 456% APR if you don't compound. The common node gets 0.0718 in rewards per day. It's a 69.5 day payoff period and about a 1.43% per day ROI on your coins. This is a 524% APR if you don't compound. The legendary node gets 0.1651 in coins per day. That equates out to 1.65% and about a 60.5 day payoff period. The APR on this is 602.6%, again, if you don't compound. Now, the Omega, this actually takes 10 legendary nodes in order to get. So you can't just buy an Omega, you have to have 10 legendary, and then you can fuse them into a Omega. The Omega gets 1.9812 per day in rewards. That's a 1.98% ROI and about a 50.5 day payoff period. This is a 723% APR, and again, this is if you don't compound. If you compound, it could be like thousands of percents. Now, when you buy a node, how is all of that distributed, right? So 60% goes directly into the rewards pool, 20% goes to the Treasury, 10% goes into the vault, and then 10% goes into the liquidity pool. Now, there is also a 10% fee when you're claiming your rewards, so just take that into account. If you compound, you can nullify this fee, but you'll get stuck in this ever entrapping loop of never being able to pull your money out if you only compound. You'll never make any money. So eventually you're gonna have to take that 10% hit, and you're going to have to get some of your money out of the protocol so that you can get your risk principal and your ROI out if you want to actually make money. So the liquidity is locked for 6 months, but they say that this may increase later, and I highly doubt that that happens, but we'll see. So here's the current tax structure when you want to fuse a node into a higher tier. So these coins that you pay the taxes on are essentially burned and taken out of the protocol. So from a lesser to a common node, it's 0.0125 in order to pay the fee to fuse into that node. Now, that is 1 day's worth of your lesser rewards, so no big deal. And it takes 5 lessers to compound into a common node. From common to legendary, it actually takes 2 to compound into a legendary. It's 0.1651 as the fee if you want to compound into that node. That is 2.3 days worth of your rewards on one common node. Now from legendary to Omega, it takes 10 legendary to make an Omega node. The fee is 1.898. That's 12 days worth of one of your legendary rewards payouts. Now, if you've got 10, it's obviously 1.2 days worth of your rewards payouts. So this is literally what everybody came to the video for. Let's get sauced up. It's Drew's secret sauce time. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. There's 2,996 nodes hosted right now. It does not say on the website, they're not transparent about this, what nodes are hosted, whether it be a lesser or an Omega. I really don't like that they're not transparent about this, but it is what it is. So let's say that the average of all of these nodes hosted is equal to a common node. just for simplicity's sake. And I think that's fair. There would be 215.11 in rewards paid out per day. This is 13x more than they have in the rewards pool right now. And what I mean by that is they only have like 16.25 tokens in the rewards wallet right now. That seems pretty problematic to me, but you make your own inferences from there. So the rewards pool essentially can't pay out unless more nodes are created. This is worth $12,700, what they have to pay out every day at current price. And USD value matters. Get over it. I'm tired of people talking, saying, oh, USD doesn't matter. It's all about Pentagon. It's not about Pentagon, especially when the price is fluctuating, when they're going in and out of Matic, when they're converting over to Matic. So anyways, USD matters. That's the thing that has utility. You're not going to buy your milk and cookies with Pentagon. Let's be real. So based on my bare minimum, there's some serious payouts going out, because my guess is my calculations are mad off. Not even close, because I guarantee you there's a lot of people that have legendary nodes and omega nodes. So that would increase that reward paid out per day exponentially. Now, how do you do this and how do you make money with it? So the first thing is you got to go buy Pentagon token. You can go to QuickSwap and then you exchange your Matic for Pent token. Now make sure you get enough tokens for whatever node it is that you want. Then you go on to Pentagon Finance, connect your MetaMask, approve the transaction, then you can host your node. What do I do after that? And then literally you're done. Then you just wait. Now you're a slave to the protocol though, and then you can claim your rewards. So then you can also compound into new nodes, or you could fuse your new nodes that you're getting off of compounding or that you've already bought into higher tier nodes. Now what that does is it combines your lower tier nodes into a higher tier node, and then your rewards goes up. So this only really matters whenever you've maxed out your wallet. If you start getting up close to 100 nodes, it's probably time to start fusing some stuff and taking that inventory down. But just note, whenever you fuse into a new node, all the rewards from the old node are null and void. You do not get those anymore. You only get the rewards from the new node. Now there's another way that you can do this if you don't want to just get rid of all of your tokens, right? You can rent a node, which I thought was really cool. So you can purchase a temporary node and you can actually pick how long you want that node to be running for. Once your vesting period is up, you can actually withdraw your entire principal that you put up plus the rewards. Now, you do have to pay an extra tax on this, so take that into account whenever you're calculating out your ROI. The longer you rent, the less the tax is. The shorter you rent, the more the tax is. So these taxes go anywhere from 8 tokens as a tax to 0.5 tokens if you hold it for a long time. That's all depending on the vesting period. Now really quick, let's go over the audit and the KYC. This is pretty simple. There's no audit. You have no idea what's in this protocol, so just be aware of that. Apparently the devs themselves are going through the protocol. That doesn't matter because they're not going to be transparent with, oh, are these locked? Oh, can we change this? Oh, can we change that? They're going through the protocol, making sure that there's no vulnerabilities. What we want is somebody to go through the protocol and say hey, how much control do they have over this? And to me, the fact that they're not doing that, hiring an outside third-party company to do that, kind of looks a little iffy, like they may potentially be hiding something. So they KYC'd by Assure DeFi. We all know why this doesn't matter. El Crypto Chapo, their other owner's a meme guy. You're essentially trusting a KYC company to tell you if these guys rug, who these people are, and to verify who these people are, but they won't even be transparent about who owns the company or who works at the company or where the company's based or any of that. So take that for what it is. Sprinkle a little grain of salt on that. Now, there's multi-sig wallets. Again, this doesn't really matter. I feel like I've covered this in a massive amount of videos. This is mad problematic because people are like, oh, there's multi-sig wallets. Who are the signers? How many signers have to sign in order for the wallet to be released? Dude, it's not like your grandma's one of the signers. If they want to take the coins and run and they're all in cahoots, and the only people that have to sign, I just went over this in another video where 4 of the signers only have to sign, but there's 7 people, but 4 of the people were team members. So if they're all in cahoots, they can take your money and run anytime they want. So that's all I'm saying. Just take that for what it is. Again, sprinkle a little grain of salt on it, whatever you want to do. Now the Treasury allocation channel is null in their Discord. The Treasury investments channel is also null in their Discord. There's literally nothing in it. Go look. I'll take a screenshot. Their entire medium is only about node integration from like January, and then their KYC by Assure DeFi, which again, no one cares about. The liquidity pool has literally less than $400 in it, so just beware of that, because it's like, how are people buying and selling this? I don't get it. The Treasury has $13,000 in it in Polygon Matic, and it has $11.8 million worth of Pentagon tokens, which is about 200,000 coins, which is what I was saying earlier, that has not been touched. So essentially nothing has been invested so far. And it's been 3 months. AVAX Treasury is null. There's literally nothing in it. The BSC Treasury has like 53,000 flux in it. So I'm wondering if that means that they like have a flux node. I don't know. I cannot confirm this because literally no one answers anything in the Discord. So just take that for what it is too. If you've got questions about this protocol, I would suggest not asking it in the Discord because they aren't going to say anything. Now, with that being said, Flux is actually a terrible ROI. It's a great project, and I'm saying relatively terrible ROI for crypto because, you know, you can make like 0.1% per day or something on your Flux. You're going to make like maybe 10% per month on a Flux node. And that's if the coin price is appreciating. If it stays stable, you're going to make more like 4%, 6% on a Flux node. So again, even if that is one of their investments, that's not substantiating the APYs. So the vault has $48,000 and 177,000 Pentagon tokens in it. So essentially that one has not been touched either. The team wallet has $778,000 in it, which is about 13.2 thousand Pentagon tokens. So 20K is what was put in that wallet, which was 2% of the entire protocol. That means they've sold about 34% of their entire team allocation in the first 3 months. Now they did say that 5,000 tokens were removed from the team wallet to support the node integration or migration or something like that. But again, you can't find that information anywhere. It's just somebody saying something like, okay, then I'm Shaquille O'Neal. Does that make me 7'1", 320 pounds? No. Prove it and be transparent. That's all I'm saying. The rewards pool has like literally less than $1,000 worth of Pentagon tokens in it, which is 16.25 Pentagon tokens. They have a section in the white paper that says, is this a Ponzi? Again, if you're not racist, you don't have to tell people that you're not racist. They just know that you're not racist, right? They have a section that's asking if they're a fork of Ring. Yes, absolutely they're a fork of Ring, but they're saying, oh, but we fixed some of the protocols. Okay, prove it. Show the audit. Oh wait, you don't have one, but get an audit and show us that you fixed those portions of the protocols that stops the BS from happening. Now there was a rogue dev that was apparently just going crazy, dumping coins, right? And they had to lock him out of all the wallets and all that stuff. So just be cognizant of that. You know, that's stuff that can happen in any protocol. I get it, but it actually did happen in this protocol. And I'm not saying it could happen again, but I'm also not saying that it won't happen again. So just take that into consideration. This is another reason why audits and doxing is needed. It holds people accountable. So the coin has actually trended downward for quite a while, and this is with Bitcoin pumping. Look, Bitcoin is pumping right now. Bitcoin went from like 38K up to like 48K, and this coin's still dumping. So no excuses there. Don't try and say, oh, the market's down. Market is trending upward right now. So basically what happened is the chart was trending upwards, then the rewards started to outpace the new node creators, and the Ponzi started to crumble. So unless they figure this out, it's gonna be a steady trajectory downwards into an impending $0 or nobody gets their ROI back. So just be careful. And again, this happens with most node protocols. Like go look at Thor, go look at Power, go look at all of them. Like it's pretty steady. Look at Strong even. Look at Strong Block. Everybody always gets mad at me whenever I don't talk about the roadmap, so I'm just gonna touch on it really quick because this video is already long enough. So for now, they just want a CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko listing. Then they want their first Treasury investment. Then they want their DAO governance. Then they want an audit, like, okay, for sure, where is that? Because you're saying that you're auditing it now. Get somebody real to audit it. Then they want a new protocol function, whatever that means. So later they plan on doing all of these things, and I guess apparently in no particular order. RPC nodes. Okay. Why? It makes no money. It provides no utility unless you're just trying to nerd out and be like, yeah, I run my own Polygon node. Like, but you can already do that with a million other protocols. So that doesn't make you different. There's no reason to do that because Polygon is going to give you literally this much money for doing that. So what's the point? Then they want to make a new website. Why? What's wrong with your website? It's not terrible. It's not awesome, but do you really need to be focusing time building a new website, or do you need to be focusing time on how to make your protocol sustainable? Then they want to hire new team members. Okay, I get that, but like at what cost? Then they want to be a full-fledged nodes as a service protocol. Again, why? This brings in no money. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Then they want to do a humanitarian / charitable whatever. And it's like, okay, playing to the heartstrings, right? I get it. Like, it makes people all warm and fuzzy inside, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make your protocol any better just because you're donating some money to a charity. I think that's great, but at the end of the day, does it make your protocol any better or more sustainable? Absolutely not. So take that with a little grain of salt. Take it for what it is. I'm just giving you the information. Don't follow me for good. Don't follow me for bad. Make your own decision. Now, I appreciate everybody showing up to the video. I appreciate all the love and support. If you got any value out of this video, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you smash that notification bell after you've subscribed. Make sure you comment anything in the section whenever you want to see any new protocols. And please, guys, go watch my old videos. Go to my playlist and see, before you request something, see if I've already done it. Watch the new videos. Watch the old videos. I can't wait to get into the next protocol. Thank you all so much for showing up, and I will see you in the next video, everybody. Have a good day.